Video, mate.
I love bananas.
Okie doke.
Fire and ice.
Fire and ice, okay. So this pit that we're in now is approximately where fire and ice was dug up from. Fire and ice is a 32 carat, just 1 in a million stones. It's got beautiful gem colour on both sides and then a layer of potch in the middle, and hence the name fire and ice. Beautiful reds on one side, blue on the other, and it's just a fantastic stone. It wasn't cut into a traditional cabochon. We had a mate carve it for us to optimise the return for it, to get as many carats of weight, and he's just done a really good job. It's just a absolutely unique, one of a kind piece that I don't think you'll ever see another one even similar. It's just so rare to have that gem colour on both sides of a big stone like that.
But it's so different on his
So how would it feel for you if we get you to go back and hold it tonight?
How we, well,
I was going to ask you,
What sort
can
of buzz
you
would you
come
get
with us
to hold it?
to Down to Earth with it after lunch?
uh,
Good time.
We're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna hold it and give you that buzz back to
I don't know if you can get it out. I don't know.
oh, they'll get it out for me.
I don't know. They'll get it out for you.
Well, though Vicky and Andrew aren't there, just
No, I
Brett's
know,
there, but
but we got
they lock it
permission.
up every night, so it's not a
Yeah,
drama.
we've actually got permission to film there, so
Yeah. Oh, they're all cool.
So that's
Yeah.
why we gotta get permission you to hold it, that way you see that big smile on your nose all lit up like
I'd be too scared to hold it.
I love how you
Came out approximately around here somewhere out of this pit. I couldn't tell you exactly where because we're digging it up with a 30-ton excavator, so you don't know exactly where it came from. And processed probably 100 trucks to find that stone. We've got other bits and pieces while we're doing it, but that particular stone, 100 trucks in between. Each truck carries 20 tonne, so you can do the math. It's a fair bit of dirt to process. A lot of time and energy and money and fuel and keeping all the bits going. A lot of breakdowns mining because it's a harsh environment to work in. But luckily we found a good stone that made it worthwhile.
Yeah, did you find this ground easy to dig or hard?
The ground here, it's not too bad, especially when you've got a 30-ton excavator. It'll dig through just about anything. Occasionally we might have to put a hammer on or a ripping tooth, but generally it's not too bad.
Sold me house in Sydney, packed me ute next day. Went in search of opal, 1,000 mile away. Went in search of opal, way past the harbour bridge. They told me there's a fortune to be found at Lighting Ridge. So dig me deep, you jokers, till your backs are wet and greasy. If you wanna find some opal, did you think it would be easy? If you see me shining down in that opal clay, don't discard your fortune when you carry me away. I travelled west to Dubbo, on to Walgett town. Crossed the Darling River, just a mud hole in the ground. Through rusted trucks and dust and such, I nearly changed me mind. Thought of all the luxuries that I had left behind. Further on there came a sign painted on a bridge. Population no one knows, 5 miles to Lighting Ridge. So dig me deep, you jokers, till your backs are wet and greasy. If you wanna find some opal, did you think it would be easy? If you see me shining down in that opal clay, don't discard your fortune when you carry me away. I staked a claim and bought a pick, a shovel and a rope. Took a month to dig a hole, they said I had no hope. I asked how far's the level, I asked a bloke in town. Keep digging and keep drinking till you're 30 cartons down. Keep digging and keep drinking till you're 30 cartons down. Dig me deep, you jokers, till your backs are wet and greasy. You wanna find some opal, did you think it would be easy? If you see me shining down in that opal clay, don't misguide your fortune when you carry me away. I struck a patch of opal me ego nearly burst. So I think I'll find a chink, I'll ask him what it's worth. I hurried up to town, even though the stone was small. I found a chink, he said I...
Do all your commentary, do whatever you want. You go for it.
I didn't understand what you said. I'm pretty
I
deaf,
said,
I've got
I
no
said, do all the commentary you want. Say whatever you want. Go for it.
A big contract here. Major open cut going on. Another load of gems into the bucket.
Yeah, well,
So the idea is the kids will get on this and have a bit of fun. They've got 2 minutes to fill the bucket up. And then when they get the bucket full, they're going to take that bucket outside, put it on the table, a bit of water, and if they're lucky they might find a bit of option colour. You never know what to do there. Just a bit of fun for the kids, hands-on sort of stuff. And a lot more healthier and interesting than playing on their bloody iPhones. You get the dirt going in the bucket.
yeah.
Action shots, baby. All very high tech. You just get it falling in the bucket. The ones that went in anyway.
That was the Spencer one fell at the bucket.
Good eye-hand coordination skills for the little kids to learn. And then when they leave here, they can have an operator's ticket for an excavator.
So Pete,
Where do you want me to look?
Maybe one. I'll ask
You just do
him.
your thing.
how do you feel about living in Lightning Ridge?
I really enjoy living in Lighting Ridge. I love the place. When I first came here, I knew this was the place for me. It's just such a eclectic mix of people here. We've got all sorts. Really good spot to be, I think.
Lightning Ridge as a community and its local people, how do you feel about that?
Lightning Ridge and its community, we've got a pretty good, tight, close-knit family of people here. Miners help out miners. It's a pretty good place to be, all in all.
You better do that one again because they've got the fucking footprints in the background. Take two.
That second question again.
Are you just comfortable now?
Yeah.
Just maybe your footprints are going for the camera. I'll take same question.
Lightning Ridge as a community and its local people, how do you feel about that?
Lightning Ridge has got a very strong sense of community, I reckon. We've got a few big projects that people have put a lot of effort into, trying getting off the ground, the Fossil Centre, for example. Everyone's put in a lot of work to that, and I just hope they can get it over the line because it'd be a really good thing for the community.
What does Lighting Ridge have to offer?
Lighting Ridge has a lot of things to offer, depending on what you're looking for, but obviously it's the only place in the world where we get black opal, gem quality black opal, so that's the main thing about the ridge. But in doing that, there's lots of other things going on. We've got our hot core baths, we've got lots of tourist attractions and that sort of thing. So
Really?
You picked the place.
yeah, well,
Well, they're working, they're doing their thing.
Well, I'll just walk around. Well, the car pulled up. Get me photo
I like
shot.
the opposite of mentioning that. We didn't mention that before.
no, we didn't.
So did we finish that question?
No, I think we need to do it because we had
Keep
rattling
going.
going on.
Sure.
What does Lighting Ridge have? What does Lighting Ridge have to offer?
Okay, so Lighting Ridge, predominantly black opal. That's what this place is renowned for. We're the only place in the world where you get gem quality black opal. So that's the main reason for the town being here. But in saying that, we've got lots of other things as well to offer. The artesian bore baths are really good, good tourist attraction. Got a lot of galleries and art museums and that sort of thing. It's a very interesting place with a very wide ethnic community. So we've got all sorts, colours, flavours and sizes and shapes. It's a great place.
What does the love of opal make you feel and mean to you?
The love of opal, to me, it's just well, basically finding opal, it's the best feeling you can have with your clothes on. There's no doubt about that. It's a buzz. Finding some gem quality opal. If you're underground and you hit a bit of trace, the hairs will stand up on your arms. It's quite exciting because that could be a $10,000 or $100,000 stone. You don't know.
Try to explain the feeling in your foot of finding opal, especially black opal.
Well, that's what I just did, didn't I?
I know, that's a different question.
Do what you want. It's all record in one
that's
go. You're just chopping in, not me. I just recording it.
So, what do you want me to say now?
Nothing, that's it.
That's it?
We just got to do it again.
That will
Or cross one of the
Well,
questions
why are you
out.
not talking about birds like someone in the background? You're fine.
I got a romance with the stone, I got a passion with the ground. My heart's in the mullock heaps, scattered all around. I got color today, and this time I'll be right. There'll be lightning on the ridge tonight. Well, it's not the life for many, but it's the only life I've known. I moved here from the city and made this town my own. The lure of the rock, the brilliance of the stone. I got opal in my blood, I got opal in my bones. I got a romance with the stone, I got a passion with the ground. My heart's in the mullock heaps, scattered all around. I got color today, and this time I'll be right. There'll be lightning on the ridge tonight. Well, I worked the deep country since a young man wore my shoes. From the days when my back was straight, my wrinkled hands were smooth. I don't see too well in the sunlight, the glare, it hurts my eyes. I'm at home below the surface, just a chipping away at the prize. I got a romance with the stone, I got a passion with the ground. My heart's in the mullock heaps, scattered all around. I got color today, and this time I'll be right. There'll be lightning on the ridge tonight. Well, the black man said that a wheel of fire came crashing to the ground and scattered the colored stones all around. Now I spend each of my waking days like a wombat in a hole, searching for the mystery stone, the opal black as coal. I got a romance with the stone, I got a passion with the ground. My heart's in the mullock heaps, scattered all around. today like I've never seen before. I'm gonna paint this town red. I'm gonna dance these boots through the floor. I got color today, and this time I'll be right. There'll be lightning on the ridge tonight. Lightning Ridge, lightning on the ridge. Gonna be lightning on the ridge tonight. Lightning.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a pity we had to sell it. We'd like to have kept something like this because it's, you know, one in a lifetime find. So pretty special, as you can see. It's got the blue on one side, so that's the ice, and then we come around to this side and it's got the reds, so that's the fire. Yeah, so it's all pretty cool. Yeah, so this is the fire and ice. So we'd see all the reds and oranges, and then it's got that black potch in the middle, and then beautiful cornflower blue pattern on the back, or it could be the front because it's a double-sided stone. You see, so
Is it for free?
for free. Well, $152,000, and then you got to put GST on top of that.
Wow.
So yeah, pretty cool rock.
I didn't talk.
Well, they put an extra in it,
That
trying to be
is
off.
fantastic.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a thing.
Did you find that?
This is what we found. Yeah, Sam, this. I don't know if
In the
the
hole.
video will come up at some stage, but there's the whole thing of Andrew carving it, which is really good, and Pat Benatar in the background playing fire and ice, which is really apt. Yeah, so yeah, it's a mad little bit of rock. And Andrew's just aghast because I roll around in my motorbike with my top pocket trying to sell it. He just shudders.
Wow.
But that's what we do up here.
Yeah.
So what do you think about land coming all the way to Lighting Ridge to come and see a famous person?
Yeah, very good.
An expensive stone.
I thought it was for free. It's melting in my mouth. You know what I mean? It just looks so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty mad. Just it's so rare. You see all these opals, they've just got the colour on one face and then a nice solid black back, but the
It's
black's
just a
in the middle.
perfect stone.
Yeah, well, it's. I mean,
I just love it's so interesting, you know, two faces.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not the best opal I've ever seen. I've seen better.
No, but it's unusual. You never.
Yeah.
How,
You don't
when
see
you
them
gonna
like
find
this,
one again?
Oh, you won't find another
Yeah,
double-sided
that's it.
one like this. They're pretty rare.
Hey, keep saying what
Yeah,
you
one
want.
blue that way, another blue the other. Yeah.
Hey, you do it one, this is a commentary one. What was that commentary again? Look. Hey, just want to shut up, man, don't you? Although this one's laughing too, okay? So how do you feel holding that precious stone back again?
Well, it's just a shame it's not mine anymore, is it? That's the thing. It's always nice to look at and admire a piece of interesting opal. So.
Do we need a better light on the stone?
Sorry.
Is there a good?
Right, so we've got our sandstone layer here, and then just down below you can see where it's actually starting to delaminate is the opal level. So we get knobbies occurring in this like plums in a plum pudding, I suppose, just scattered randomly throughout, and you can move all this dirt and find nothing or something. You just don't know until you've taken it back to the MPL, to the agitators, and wash it down, and then go through the process. And if you're lucky, you've got some gems, but usually more often not.
Well, at least you can eat some days.
That's the way it goes.
So how old did it drift behind you?
This adit or mine, belly drives as they call them, because they're only really low, that would have been dug probably well over 100 years ago. But we've been in there and found old stubs of candles and bits of old mining picks and what they call spiders, which isn't a real spider, it's just a coil of wire, and they stick it in the wall and your candle's stuck in that. So old bits and pieces like that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. The old timers, they didn't get it all. Luckily, they left us a couple of
Prove your
stones.
point, you
I
got the
love how
lucky
every
one.
day's different.
Yeah, well, you just. I mean, it can get a bit monotonous when you're just washing dirt and pouring money through it, and there's still no opal. And then when you do find the opal, it's compromised, it's got sand through it, and yeah, you got to get the money that it's worth. So it's a bit of a battle, but I love it. I can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing.
God, I'd love to you to talk about trucks and your big boys' toys.
It's so if you want, this is comedy going on in the background.
Go for you, talk about your toys.
You know how to edit everything, so it's fine.
So, yeah, we're fairly mechanised these days. We've got a lot of big equipment, excavators and big dump trucks and that sort of thing. So there's a fair bit of money invested in the infrastructure for open mining, or you just go down the hole with the pit, but you're not going to move much dirt, so you're not going to find much open unless you're really, really lucky.
Your toys. It's fascinating.
Did it make happy since that was just whatever you want to do with the video job. So anywhere around this area here, a fire nice stone. We're taken back up top here and harvest at the top. So the drifts around here, no one there where they're actually blocking them in. The old timers, as you can see, what they're doing. Where's the point, I mean, like, they don't get every stone, do they? Imagine crawling down there, mate. All the days just coming on top of you, tons. No one just up there. All riddle for here, so a lot of drifts in here. A lot of us call them mine shafts, portholes, so many different meanings. Well, when you're ready, please,
For you, have you?
have your fun.
Well,
Bloody apple miner, is it?
That's not going to hurt.
The show and you go, shit, I'm not getting under. I'm not
Hey,
getting
have you
under.
got the balls to go on the ground like that?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not.
You're not
nah.
going to be scared of splashing him.
I even got scared doing the mining course, for Christ's sake. I'm going, oh my God. I'm going, oh God. And they go this and that and that.
This is what you don't wear on a mine site.
Alright, so you got to go now?
Bring you on the whole lot.
So this pit that we're in now is approximately where fire and ice was dug up from. Fire and ice is a 32 carat, just 1 in a million stones. It's got beautiful gem colour on both sides and then a layer of potch in the middle, and hence the name fire and ice. Beautiful red on one side, blue on the other, and it just a fantastic stone. It wasn't cut into a traditional cabochon. We had a mate carve it for us to optimise the return for it, get as many carats of weight, and he's just done a really good job. It's just a absolutely unique, one of a kind piece that I don't think you'll ever see another one even similar. It's just so rare to have that gem colour on both sides of a big stone like that.
So how would it feel for you if we get you to go back and hold it today?
How we, well,
I was going to ask
What
you,
sort of
can
buzz
you
would you
come
get
with us
to hold it?
down to earth with it after lunch? We got time.
We're gonna let you hold it and give you that buzz back because you know it was in your hand.
I don't know.
oh, they'll get it out for me.
I don't know. They'll get it out for you. Well,
Well, though Vicky and Andrew aren't there, just
no, I
Brett's
know.
there, but
But I've got
they lock it up every night, so it's not a
Yeah,
drama.
we've actually got permission to film them. So
Yeah. Oh,
That's
they're all
what
cool.
So that's why we gotta get permission you to hold it, and that way you see that big smile on your nose all the way up like Christmas. Come on.
I love how you put it. You know, one of the twins.
This is
Do you
something
know who's on the
weird.
right hand side? I used to know the twins. One of them lives there and one of them lives in
They're
the
talking
hospital.
normal.
The sound and
No.
Did you know how you said, oh, do you know so and so, so and so?
Yeah,
I'm not worried about that. I'm just recording anyway.
Well, I
Okay,
know one of the
get them in the
twins and one of
background.
the
We
twins
get
was
this.
across the road. Because I used to live over that way.
It's my person.
God, they used to get pissed off with people zooming out and tracking and whatever.
That's what they call delete the scene beyond the scene. Get it? Oh, it's fun.
I've got to be to don't go shopping very often either. What the
It's
hell?
called behind the scenes. Get it? Don't you watch them comedy ones where they all delete the scenes? They watch behind the scenes. Oh.
Okay, so yeah, fire and ice came out approximately around here somewhere out of this pit. I couldn't tell you exactly where because we're digging it up with a 30-ton excavator, so you don't know exactly where it came from. And processed probably 100 trucks to find that stone. We've got other bits and pieces while we're doing it, but that particular stone, 100 trucks in between. Each truck carries 20 tonne, so you can do the math. It's a fair bit of dirt to process. A lot of time and energy and money and fuel and keeping all the bits going. A lot of breakdowns, mining, because it's a harsh environment to work in. But luckily we found a good stone that made it worthwhile.
Yeah. Did you find this ground easy to dig or hard?
The ground here, it's not too bad, especially when you've got a 30-ton excavator. It'll dig through just about anything. Occasionally we might have to put a hammer on or a ripping tooth, but generally it's not too bad.
They pop the
So this pit that we're in now, this is where fire and ice came from. Fire and ice is a 32 carat carved opal that we've
Can't get noisy now. So this is the pit you got lucky in, is what you're saying?
yeah, a little too.
Oh, there you
We were
go.
talking about, okay, so we've got the quality as well as the
Yeah, so
quantity.
black opal, we sell it by the carat. A carat is a fifth of a gram, 0.2 of a gram. So and Cooper opal, they sell it by the kilo, 20 litre buckets of the stuff, because theirs just doesn't kick like our black opal, the white background, and some of it's really nice. You get some really nice Cooper crystal, don't get me wrong, but compared to ours, it just pales into insignificance as far as I'm concerned.
You're going to be a great
So,
advertiser. South Australia.
Oh, they're gonna hate me. They'll hate me.
And I don't care.
Is this where you actually found the main stone?
Oh, now I've got another question.
Oh, I've already popped my question.
What did you pop your
Oh,
question
well.
at? Okay, try to explain the feeling and your thoughts when you find opal, especially black.
So when you're underground mining and you're there, you could be 60, 70 feet underground, lights are going. It's not too bad, the atmosphere down there, it's pretty cool, even when it's stinking hot upstairs. But you're there with a pick and you might just scrape the wall and just see a tiny little glint of colour and all the hairs on your arm will stand up. It's like, the best feeling you can get with your clothes on as far as I'm concerned. I just love it. It's really good. But that's just the start of the trouble. You've got to get that out of the wall without breaking it. Then you've got to take it to the cutting room and hope the sand doesn't beat it, or natural flaws or inclusions. So it can be a real heartbreak. You think you've got $1 million and it turns into 10 cents sometimes. It can be heartbreaking, but then it can be really uplifting and exciting when you've got a gem that it's been buried for over 100 million years. And if you didn't come along and dig it up and cut it and polish it, it would never be seen. So yeah, I don't know how it was arranged to be put there, but it's
Volcano.
it's just incredible. Some opal is made volcanically, but our opal here is sedimentary, and it's taken 100 million years to form. So what you get's what you get, and it's just rare. Like our opal is sold by the carat. The carat's a fifth of a gram. Cooper opal's sold by the kilo. So ours is just so much better. They haven't got to open.
So what he's saying is the biggest buzz you ever get when you find it. I know the feeling.
Okay, so Well, we've got our solid black opal, which is, like I said, the creme de la creme of opal. When the opal's not thick enough, we can slice it really thin and glue it to a piece of black potch and create what's called a doublet. And they still look fantastic, but they're a man-made creation. So they're only worth probably 10% of a solid opal. And then you've got triplets after that, which are again a very, very thin slice of opal with a potch back and a clear crystal cap. And again, it's a way that the common man can afford opal. You know, if that might only be a few $100s, and a stone that looks similar would be several thousand. So, and the purists know, but not everyone knows that much about opal. We've still got to educate people. It's Australia's national gemstone, and so many Aussies know so little about it.
Okay, go on, getting on to
Okay,
the
what are we up
subject
to?
Oh, I was just getting a bit of comedy. Well, keep on about the extra bits of things. Were you having a bit of fun? Oh, when you started, I didn't have a camera going. This is
What did
comedy.
we just talk about? No, not before.
This
I just
comedy one.
wanted. Can you talk about triplets and doublets and salts?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, shut
Okay. This might be a repetitive, but
Yeah, no, that's okay.
what? Okay, I know you love opal. What does the love of opal make you feel and mean to you?
Okay, so opal, it gets in your blood. It's a fever, just like people get gold fever, you get opal fever. And opal is just such a fascinating stone. No two opals are ever the same. Everyone is unique, from just cheap purpley blue stuff to exquisite reds. It's just the coloured stone with all the player colours. It's the best gem in the world as far as I'm concerned. Diamonds, you know, they're okay, but they're a dime a dozen really. It's only because DeBoer's keep them locked away that everyone hasn't got one, I think. But opal is rare. It's like the only place in the world where black opal comes from, Lighting Ridge, and in about a 60k radius. So that's just amazing, but it's hard to find.
Whilst we're recording, I know diamonds can be recreated. Can they recreate?
No.
There is a product
I
called
think-
Gilson Opal, which
But you know it's fake.
it's fake, and people were very worried it was going to ruin the industry. But if you know what you're doing, you can look at a piece of Gilson and tell straight away that it's synthetic.
Yeah. What has Lightning Ridge got to offer?
Lightning Ridge has a hell of a lot to offer, depending what you're looking for, of course. But it's the only place in the world where you can get black opal, and black opal is the creme de la creme of opals. It's worth just so much money per carat if you can find the right gem stuff. It's just amazing. And finding opal, finding black opal, to me, it's the best feeling you can have with your clothes on, I reckon. It's just great.
Lighting Ridge about its community, its local people. How helpful are we with each other, and except, for example?
Yeah, Lighting Ridge, it's an excellent place to live. There's a good community spirit here. Miners will help out miners. We've got I don't know how many different nationalities of people would be here. I remember when I was bringing my kids to the daycare centre 30 years ago, there was 24 different nationalities of kids in the primary schools. It just shows you what an eclectic mix of people we have here. And you're in trouble, they'll come and help you out. It's good like that. They look after each other.
Thanks. That's true. How do you like and feeling living in Lightning Ridge?
Lighting Ridge, it's a really good place to live. I like being here. I fell in love with the place when I first came here, well over 30 years ago. Just nowhere else in the world like Lighting Ridge. It's just an amazing place. There's just lots of things going on. There's room for everyone, eccentrics and all. So it's the largest unfenced asylum in Australia, I reckon. And I should know because I've worked in a few psychiatric institutions.
Alrighty. That's good.
You don't have to use that, I think.
We are a bit eccentric though. Hello there.
Yeah, hello.
Good.
Fill these plates here, I'll be back later. They come on me.
See, I was prepared. Water, apples, chairs.
Oh, so these are over 100-year-old, are they?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Pete?
Oh,
They're all tunnels going in.
Yeah, I said we refilled them back in before. How old would you say those are?
you know what?
Are they 100-year-old or more?
Yeah. Yeah, they first started mining here in probably 1906 or something.
Oh.
You can see where he's filled it back in with mud, but they're only very low drives. We call them belly drives because they're crawling around on their belly.
Yeah. A bit like Chinese, isn't it?
Yeah, in there with a pick and a candle. And they'd go in there and pick away, fill a bullock skin hide bucket with all the dirt, tie a rope to it, pull it back out behind them. So it's exposing these old drives. So I don't know. Okay, so this is my opal mining processing plant. We've got a drive over hopper here. The truck comes over, it tips the truck up, the dirt goes down, usual conveyor down underground, comes up out onto this intermediate conveyor, and then finally onto the radial stacker. And that radial stacker can be traversed to fill up each agi as necessary. So it's a pretty efficient way of handling the opal dirt. We can dump the truck in a few seconds and the truck keeps going round and goes and gets more dirt, and then someone else here operates it and we get all 4 agis up and running.
So how many you plan on having here?
I've probably got another 2 or 3 agis I might put on here.
Are we going for the beginner's book of records or what?
Yeah. Oh well,
The-
you know,
the
one's
most-
good, more's better.
The most in Lighting Ridge.
Yeah, well, you know, the more dirt you process, the more opal you're likely to find. It's just a numbers game. You've got to move the dirt to find the gems.
So what was it like to find that 125 gram one?
Well, I actually sold it for over that. I sold it for $152,000, then GST on top.
I heard 160.
That was a bit of a buzz. That was finding that a million to one a stone like that, double-sided, 32 carats, just gorgeous, you know. And
Are we going to that claim where you found it from?
yeah, we are. That's where the open cut's where that stone came from.
So I'm going to be the lucky one here, so think yourself lucky.
Yeah. So fire and ice, because it was red on one side and blue on the other, and so it got a name, and then it sold to some people from down in Victoria, so which is really good because the stone will stay in Australia rather than go overseas to it.
So who actually named it?
I named it.
God, so you know.
Yeah, I came up with the name just because it was red on one side and then gorgeous blue on the other. So fire and ice is what it was.
So how many years did it take you to dig it to find that lucky one?
There would have been 100 trucks. Each truck's got 20 tonne of dirt on it before we found that stone. So 2,000 tonne of dirt processed through these things, and that could take 6-8 months of constant work before you find something like that. Then you might find one and then find another one again, or you might find another one the next day.
So how many years have we looking at for that lucky stone?
Well, I've been coming to Lighting Ridge for well over 30 years plus, you know, so and I haven't found very many big stones like that, you know, that's it.
actually walking in with the dirty water goes. Like the agitators. Alcohol mixes, as most people know. We've got 4 here, went for one more. So we're at Lighting Ridge, the famous Opal Hunter from Outback Hunters.
Glasses on or off?
Whatever.
We're on
We're
now.
recording now, so we're doing.
Okay, so Lighting Ridge, it's a pretty special place, Lighting Ridge. I came here 30 years ago on a road trip with my dad and fell in love with the town straight away. Just the cookery was going off. There was, I don't know how many thousand people here mining. The town was really buzzing. It was great. Things have died off a bit now, but one day it'll come back. Very eclectic place, Lighting Ridge. It's the largest unfenced asylum in Australia, I think. There's room for all sorts of crazy, eccentric people, so I fit in here pretty well.
Yes, I met one.
Right, now this one here, this is my version of a time machine that I've built. It's going to be very useful when I get the capacity working. I can go back in time to the 70s and peg a couple of claims I know there's been opal found, so I'll go back and peg them. That's the idea behind this one.
If anyone's seen Back to the Future, that's what the flux capacitor is all about.
That's it, yeah. Just having a bit of trouble with the flux capacitor, but once we get that organised, we'll be set. Yeah, so this little fella, the thinker, that's my tribute to Rodin, the sculptor, and there's also a bit of iRobot, Isaac Asimov science fiction, and Descartes, a French philosopher. So it's all a bit of a joke on that. iRobot, I think, therefore I am. So yeah, he's a bit of fun. He's a bit shy, so we could cover him up with a fig leaf there.
How long did it take you to make that one?
Oh, that one probably 3 or 4 days, something like that. He's not a very complicated one. Pretty simple. But, again, all just a bit of fun. Gets people to smile, and it'll be in the golf course when I get around to finish it. You'll be able to come and get a photo with him and that sort of thing. Yeah, so this one here, this is my my version of the time machine, and the plan for this one is when I get it going, if I get that yeah, so this one's another crazy sculpture. It's what I call a flamingo, and it's actually just a bird bath, but again, just a bit of fun. It looks crazy.
Look, it's got an opal!
Well, that one, yeah, so the time machine, so I'll press a few buttons, go back to the 70s and peg some claims where I know there's good opal.
How long did it take you to make it?
It was only a couple of weeks, this one, but it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it.
And where did you get all the metal from?
Oh, this is all old mining equipment and bits and pieces that we pick up everywhere. Just, I'd rather use it and turn it into art than see it go to scrap. So I just come up with some crazy stuff for it. All just a bit of fun, all tongue in cheek. But this one here, this is my version of the dog on the tucker box. So he's a pretty cool little fella, just sits there. I've actually got a donation box there. I get a couple of dollars in it now and then, which is good. So yeah, again, all just a bit of fun. There's the real ones that can be guy, but we've got one here at the ridge now. And then we've got Alien. I didn't make her. A bloke from Perth built that, but I bought him, her and his mate. Pretty happy with them, they're pretty cool. And then we've got another sculpture that I've done. This one here is thinker. So he's got a few cobwebs to think about at the moment. But, he's all just part of the fun. He'll be on the golf course when I get around to finishing it. Again, just a bit of a joke, just all a bit of a parody, and you're not allowed to lift up his fig leaf, he's a bit shy. And then we've got the ride-on mower, and I made that so my girlfriend could get a bit of pocket money on the way to work, mow a couple of nature strips. And this fellow here, he's the Egyptian god Num, the god of creation. So again, that's my version of him, spinning the mace around. And again, I'm not sure why I built it, just because. And I'll put it in the golf course. And then we've got one that was a lot of fun to make. This took me a couple of weeks, this one, and it's a my version of a time machine. So I'll get in this, press the button.
This way it when you find a nice apple, you get a good nice meal with it. You don't want to be fun now, too much. So what are we looking for there, Pete?
Oh, we're looking for the big gems here, mate. There's a big open colour got going on here. So you just got to get the gems into the bucket. And then we'll take it outside, put it on the table, go through it with a bit of water, and the kids will find a bit of pots and colour.
This for people who can't afford a toy.
Yeah, just dad, another $2 please.
That's a long 2 minutes I've ever seen. You get a long 2 minutes here. Oh. I can't get the ball now.
This is all very high-tech open wire here, mate, doing big open cuts.
Can you just try to move that?
Sorry, what was that?
Can you try to move that?
I'm not moving that.
Why not?
Okay.
Have you tried rocking it?
It'd be too heavy.
You know what happens if you do? The alarm will go off. And we're hoping it goes off.
You're not filming this, are you?
Yes.
Okay, so this one here, this is going to be a giant space chicken. There's his helmet for him there. And this is just one of the holes in the golf course. You've got to putt the ball through that steel tube. Well, again, just a bit of fun. Probably scare the little kids, but that's okay.
And this is all happening in Lighting Ridge. Come and have a look.
Okay, so this is my giant space chicken I'm building. There's his space helmet there. You'll have big wings, and the idea of this one, you've got to cut the golf ball through the tube while this big monster's leering at you, ready to eat you. It'll guarantee to put you off your shot. Yeah, I think that's Sophie Monk. I kidnapped her from the local milk bar. I thought she can come home with me. She's pretty cool. So this one here, this is my human-sized rat trap. I made this because we have a bit of a problem with rattles up here that go down your claim and steal your opal or steal the batteries from your truck. So I've got it baited with a nice big doublet. And yeah, you'd be surprised how many people keep a wary distance from it. But again, all just a bit of fun, just a bit tongue in cheek. But it's now it's a trapdoor.
Try not to look at the woman on the right.
So here we got the green door and the golden question of what's behind the green door. A little Morris bullnose veranda and the new doorbell. It looks a bit complicated, but it's really quite simple to work. So that's another crazy one.
And how long did it take you to make this one?
Oh, that one was only a couple of days. That's a fairly simple one, that one. And I think it's on daylight saving time at the moment. It's 32 hours long, mate. So that'll be going up the front. So, and that's Latin for always time for mini golf, in case you can't figure it out.
If you want to know he's building a crazy mini golf course here, come and have a go.
That's pretty much it, yep. Sure. Yeah, so I've been making these sculptures for a few years now. It's just a bit of fun. Recycling old mining equipment and old car wrecks and that sort of stuff. Save it going to the scrap. Make a bit of artwork out of it. It's all very tongue in cheek, you know. It doesn't have to actually work, just look like it should work. Like the Type 44 Ford Fokker and the VW helicopter and a few other crazy ones around the place. So yeah, it just makes people smile. That's what I set out to do.
Shut down camera. This is if people want to knock his apples off. I'm just doing a test run. We get a rooster to go with it.
Oh, what? Sorry?
A rooster to go with it in the background.
Oh,